Right guys, so in the next video let's look at rendering. Let's look at the final exporting activities which you may need to do with the DAW, or in this case Reaper. When you're done with the project, when you're happy with the entire mix, when you want to send it out to someone with all your tracks mixed ready with all the effects, blah blah blah, what I would recommend you to do is make a selection. So you could select till the end of the song, maybe somewhere here. This is all extra, so yeah, so around there is my end. So I'll make a selection at the end, go all the way to the beginning if I can. There we go. And see, in the beginning you give 2 or 3 grace bars, right? So you may not recommend that. So first of all, turn off the snapping. If ever it's enabled, turn it off. So this is the final master. So you can go a bit closer with your selection. So when you hit play, it immediately starts. And try to end it as well in a correct point. So you go somewhere here. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that's sort of where it ends. When you're happy with your selection, just do Command Alt R, or to store or to remember your selection, you could first hit Shift R. Shift R makes a kind of a region here. Okay, so I'm just going to name my region here. I'm just going to call it mix length or something. Yeah. So now even if I lose this selection, I can just double click on the region and I get my selection. So now what do? I render it. I go to Command Alt R, and you can either render the selected track, so you can give that to other people, other friends to collaborate, or in this case I want to render the master mix. And the bounds is either entire project. I would never recommend entire project. I would always say time selection. So render the time selection, shows you it starts from 4 seconds to the end being 4 minutes 26 seconds. It's a 4 minute 22 second song. This is where you're rendering to. The directory, all your old directories also come up. File name, yeah, you can give it some wildcards, or else you can just name the song. You can just call it home recording mix 1 or something. Okay, sample rate, I would always recommend 48 and 24 for the final format. Some people would ask you 16, especially if you're doing YouTube, you can just render 16, but for the most part 48/24 is nice. Wave file, here choose wave, and you're pretty much good to go. Once you hit render, takes a little bit of time, and after it renders, it's going to put a folder, or rather it's going to put a file in that particular folder, which you can then share with your friends. I'm just going to cancel it for now, but you get the idea. It's rendering. Okay, so there are a few more advanced things about rendering, but first get the basic idea in mind. You want to be able to get an MP3 out or a WAV file out, release the song on the internet, make a CD out of it, or whatever else, right? All the best with rendering.